The Under-17 Lions of Cameroon win the 13th edition of the Youth Championship in Tanzania after defeating Guinea at the finals 5-3 on penalties. Champions League Cup holders Esperance narrowly edged TP Matembe 1-0 in the away leg of the semi-finals, while Widad beat Sundowns 2-1 in the away fixture. We will be sizing up the games in the Confederation Cup just right ahead. And then former Kenyan international footballer George Owino says he is appealing a 10-year ban plus fine meted on him by FIFA for participating in a football match fixing scandal. We shall be hearing also from the Kenyan Football Federation president who speaks on the issue. Thanks for honoring our invitation on Africanews. Football Planet starts right now. Welcome to Football Planet. We begin with the Youth Championship competition in Tanzania, where a rematch between Group B sides Cameroon and Guinea constituted the finals of the Under-17 AFCON in Tanzania. That was on Sunday afternoon. During the group game, Cameroon took a 2-0 win over Guinea and finished as Group B leaders. Sunday's finals finished goalless, and the game was decided by penalty shootout. Cameroon scored all 5 penalties, while Guinea's third shot was stopped. Cameroon's captain, Mvue Regi, got the Most Valuable Player of the Competition award, while Morocco will host the next edition in 2021. Dean Mongo joins us on phone from Limbe, Cameroon. Welcome, Dean. And to imagine that there is no youth championship competition in Cameroon for the past decade, and then Thomas Libi and his staff still went on to win this Under-17 championship, is a clear confirmation of the fact that Cameroon is blessed with young talents.
There was limited expectations when the Under-17 Lions Cameroon began calling teams as it was concluded Under-17 African Cup of Nations in Tanzania. Certainly the odds were against Team Cameroon and coach Thomas Libi going into the tournament. Not only was the World Cup hero making his debut at the tournament, he had plenty of doubters also to turn into believers. Another harsh reality for Team Cameroon was the fact that since winning the tournament in 2003, Cameroon has lost its fear factor. The great in the underdog task helped reduce the burden of expectation, but the Cadet Lions were conscious of the scale of the assignment. The conditions were not genuinely suited going into the tournament, judging from the fact that Cameroon had no domestic organized Under-17 championship. That forced the government of Cameroon and sport authorities to loosen the ball strings, and the quality of the performances are added to best testing of the preparation. To then change into reality, Coach Thomas Libi, against all odds, assembled right players with the required mental strength, character, efficiency, quality, and strength in depth, capable of surviving at the highest level. The word they say is history. A combination of positive results changed the dynamics in the locker room as coach Thomas Libi built the team in his image. Not only did the team play football with swagger, they proved match after match that they are indeed a work in progress. As they grew in confidence and belief, so they were determined to nurture out an enviable and impressive statistics. Coach Thomas Libi and his strategies ended the tournament undefeated as the coach cemented his status as fan favorite. While this team may have retained their name in coach, the sad reality is that Cameroon has no organized youth championship. The impeccable contributions of Pestara Kileni Grossman, Ecole Manfred, Lionel Wamba, and Steve Bray reminds all that Cameroon remains a football and a talent factory. The challenge now is for the head football and the sport ministry to talk the talk and walk the walk balance.
Dean Mongo reporting there on the Under-17 Lions who won the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations that was in Tanzania. We cross over to the CAF Champions League, where Esperance of Tunis prevailed over TP Matembe in the first leg of the semi-finals played over the weekend. Widad of Casablanca, Morocco also put 2 past visiting Mamelodi Sundowns, whose lone away goal could be vital in the return leg match this weekend in South Africa. Here are the results. Over into the Confederation Cup, Zamalek scored a 36-minute goal in Cairo to take a 1-0 advantage over visiting Etoile du Sahel in the away clash. The return leg promises to be a punchy one as the same fixture produced a 5-1 thumping in Tunisia for Etoile that was in the 2015 Confederation Cup semi-finals. Three-time winners CS Sfaxien put 2 without any reply to beat RS Berkane in the first leg in Tunisia. Now, on to this headline story on the continent. George Owino Odi, a 38-year-old former Kenya international footballer, was among the 9 individuals issued with varying sanctions by the World Football Governing Body FIFA for alleged match fixing. Odi was issued with a 10-year ban from taking part in any kind of football-related activity at both the national and international levels, and a fine in the amount of $15,000 imposed upon him. The ban came after the former defender was found guilty for an attempt to try and manipulate international matches. On February 4th, the allegations popped up that Owino, via email communication with a certain Wilson Raj Perumal, attempted to fix matches involving Kenya for betting purposes. Now, Kenyan Football Federation President Nick Mwenda gave his thoughts on the issue. Take a listen.
I'm not sure if we received the formal communication from FIFA, but for us, it's a lesson for Kenyan footballers and everybody else. What it means, match fixing is one of the most serious offenses in the game. And so, when you have a player like that involved, the implications, even on his teammates that he played with, that you took money, he's defending himself. I don't know whether he will appeal because he still has a chance to go and appeal. But it's a lesson for everybody that even if it's 10 years ago, you can be found culpable and there can be consequences for an individual who does that. FIFA is very serious. For us, it's education. Education for every stakeholder, through the clubs, through the media, to say, listen, match fixing is a very serious offense now. You cannot take incentives to influence a game. If you do and you're found, it's not an FKF issue anymore. It's a FIFA issue because you will be banned at a global level. George was not only banned, he was not the only guy banned. It's been about 8 people or 9 people with different offenses over time. FIFA is dispensing with it now. FIFA was here a couple of weeks back because of our issue that had gone out about homeboys. We do not have a widespread match-fixing problem. And I want to dispel this myth that just because 10 years ago somebody was caught doesn't mean that we have a widespread problem. Of course, once in a while, it's an international problem we are going to have. But we do not have a rampant match-fixing problem. We have not seen such. We do not have reported cases even. Many of them of this nature. Nonetheless, we have to educate them. Now that we're going to the Cup of Nations, for example, players have to know the implications. We shall do that.
We begin our African Europe Express in the French Ligue 1 match day 34, where Algeria's Youssef Attal scored all 3 goals for OGC Nice in a thrilling 3-0 home win over Guinea. The hat-trick brings his tally to 6 of the season as the wing-back looks set for the Africa Cup of Nations next month in Egypt. Ivorian winger Nicolas Pepe joined in the party as Lille whitewashed Nîmes 5-0 to consolidate her second spot on the standings behind Paris Saint-Germain. The Ivorian scored his 20th goal of the season, and with 11 assists, he is arguably the best player of the club this football season. Moroccan midfielder Feikach Far scored the lone goal as Caen narrowly edged Dijon in a relegation battle clash. The 30-year-old attacking midfielder has scored 4 goals in 32 appearances this season in the French Ligue 1. Edson Andre Sitwe is his name, and he hails from Mozambique. He made headlines over the weekend as he scored Rennes' second goal in a 2-2 draw at the finals of the French Cup against Paris Saint-Germain. Stade Rennais went on to win the cup after penalties 6-5 and stopped Paris Saint-Germain from recording a domestic league double. Senegal's pair Mbaye Niang and Ismaila Sarr also were among the Africans who won the cup with Rennes FC. It was a barren weekend for Africans in the Italian Serie A, the German Bundesliga, as well as the Spanish La Liga. Upcoming UEFA Champions League semi-finals will be played this week with the following must-watch encounters as 4 teams set up last energy to replace Real Madrid as champions of the continent's most prestigious club football competition. Here are the parents. Get more sports news on our website on www.africanews.com, both in English and in French, as well as on our social media platforms. From myself and the team, see you next week, Monday. Bye-bye for now.